You know what I love talking about on the Pyro Live channel? Topics that absolutely everybody saw coming. And today is no exception because NFTs, non-fungible tokens, the things that people would love to shill on Twitter and say how much they loved because they usually bought into it, they've lost pretty much all their value. They are now down 95%, meaning they've lost 95% of their original value from their first inception. Honestly, the only people I know that liked NFTs were people that actually bought NFTs to hold on to them, hoping that they went up in value, and also the group of people that kind of started NFTs, like for example Logan Paul. And I'm sure you've heard the legendary Crypto Zoo and how honest it was, and there was no fraud, absolutely no fraud.
That's not fraud. That's not fraud. That is, I would call that false advertising.
Now, I do want to go on record and say not all NFTs were bad. There were some good ones, like, I mean, I'll be honest, I can't really think of any right now. You are watching the Pyro Live channel. I do like 5 minutes of research at best. But obviously, everyone knows the really obnoxious ones. Like, for example, Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm sure you remember that, just seeing the monkey heads everywhere and how you change their glasses and that would be worth like 15k more or something. It was basically a huge pyramid scheme. NFTs were basically supercharged crypto because, you know, crypto, obviously, they talk about it like it's a decentralized market. Everyone can get the currency. Everyone eats. But then in reality, if you do like 2 seconds of research, you'll see that pretty much any coin, any cryptocurrency, there's usually a couple of billionaires that hold on to like 90% of all of that coin. So it's basically just no different to like average currency. No, actually, guys, you know what? I apologize. YouTuber Ryan Trahan made a video paying only in Bitcoin. So clearly it has a use for a YouTube challenge video like Mr. Beast. Now, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, I have talked about in length in the past how terrible that company was and the people behind it. Like, for example, how they would do meetups. And these were some of the saddest frat boy college meetups imaginable. Like, they would basically take a picture of all of their watches in the middle of the table. You know, there'd be like a Rolexes, Richard Mille watches, which are like $250,000 standard. It was basically the definition of buying into a club just to flex on everyone else. And then everyone in the replies would be like, we made it, bro. We made it. Oh my God, we're going to be millionaires. And then there was that horrible Bored Ape Yacht Club animated show or CGI show. I talked about that in depth as well. They released a screenshot of the main menu, which looks scarily like the Ouya. Not to mention the fact that it has Other Side on there, which is like a Bored Ape Yacht Club game. But like I said, 95% of all NFTs have basically lost all of their value. So apparently on the statistics, 41% of all NFTs are priced between $5 to $100. Now that is a far cry. I did a video on that game. That is a far cry from how overpriced and inflated they were originally. Now, I am not one that likes to complain about inflation. I'm sure you're aware of that. But the fact that they have dropped so much from seeing them being sold for thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands to now being, you know, basically half the market is anywhere between $5 and $100. It really does just go to show that the majority of NFTs, it was just massive insider trading. It was a bunch of people, usually friends or mutuals, that would buy them to inflate the price so then they could basically sell them to the public to make money themselves. And apparently another fatal statistic, this one is like the Mortal Kombat finisher, less than 1% of NFTs, 1% are worth more than $6,000. So it's a pretty bad situation, but it gets even worse. Alexa, pull up the chart, please. So you can see here the ownership percentage of current NFTs. A bit of a dip. Only 20% of NFTs actually have full ownership because, as we know with NFTs, it's partial ownership. Like that time Logan Paul was trying to sell like part of his Charizard Pokemon card as like an NFT. So you didn't actually own the card. You owned like the concept of the card. And then if we look down, more than 1,600 top NFTs listed are dead. 18% of NFTs are worth $0. I'm not even saying dollar. It is worth $0. And then, yeah, like I said earlier, $5 to $100 is the most common NFT. Look at the drop off. Good God in heaven. That is bad. That is very bad. Now, usually people losing money is hilarious. When rich people lose money, that's even more funny. Unfortunately, though, I do have to make the concession. I know the average Para Live viewer despises me and they wish that they could actually pipe bomb my house. But unfortunately, I didn't actually buy into any NFTs. The only time I've ever bought into anything in the online space, it was like some Ethereum, and then I doubled it and I thought I could triple it, and then I got greedy and I basically had to take it out as double. So I only turned 10 million into 20 million, which kind of sucks. I could have got 40 million, but you know, we make do. I'm happy to say though, with the millions and millions I made, I did actually make some very good and mature purchases. Like for example, remember this? Remember how you could buy like a plot of land and it was real and then it got exposed for being a huge scam? I was meant to do a sponsor with these guys and I couldn't do it. I got a plot of land in my name, but it was a scam. The one thing I don't understand about YouTube sponsorships is like they get exposed for being a scam and then like everyone kind of forgets. Like, do you guys remember when BetterHelp was under like a ton of fire for basically not being legit at all? But now like every high-end respected YouTuber, like the one guy from Smosh that interviews like Dream and Corpse Husband, he does like a BetterHelp sponsor every video. Like I thought those guys were like cancelled. Did I say the word cancelled unironically? Oh God. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Dude, I'm gonna start saying problematic next. Oh, this guy's he's quite problematic. I'll be honest, this entire situation of NFTs basically crumbling down, it was inevitable because it basically just was huge insider trading. Like I said earlier, a bunch of guys would get together and be like, hey bro, let's make a coin. And then, why was I doing that? Okay, let's not do that. Hey bro, I'm gonna get a coin and then we're gonna get like a bunch of YouTubers to shill it saying like you need to buy into it, bro. And then like the value of our coin will go up and then we sell it, bro. We sell it to like these guys and it will take through the floor because it basically has no value. I like how I'm doing the Ice Poseidon voice again. I'd get back in the closet and do the bit I did like 3 videos ago, but like I can't be asked. Apparently, data from the block reveals a weekly traded value is around 80 million. 80 million in July 2023. Now, 80 million sounds like a very good and very healthy number, but for an entire market, an entire space of NFTs, it's not that great. And looking more into it, that is just 3% of the peak back in August 2021. So NFTs basically just had like a huge bull run and then they crashed. That's why you saw like so many influencers having NFTs. I think even at one point, Justin Bieber made his profile picture like an NFT, and even Sam Pepper. Okay, I just want to get it out there. I'm not putting Sam Pepper and Justin Bieber on the same level of relevance. I'm not doing that. I'm just giving 2 examples of like a celeb and an e-celeb both shilling something to make themselves more money. I mean, even at one point, you had people like Madonna doing NFTs. I remember this weird like 3D video of her. She was basically selling as an NFT that had like a modeled vagina, and then she basically went on to defend it, saying it was like expressionism. Yeah, it's actually like expressing the money into my wallet when people buy it. The one thing I never understand about these 3D NFTs, like they just look so bad. They look so ugly. It's like those games that you see on the Steam Marketplace where it's like a Resident Evil clone and they're just using like assets from Unity. So what this website did is they basically scanned over 73,000 NFT collections. And then they did that to like kind of assess the health of NFTs, the trend of them, and the reason why they fell off. Now, one thing that's made apparent is the demand for NFTs was way lower than the actual supply. There were new NFTs coming out every single day. There was a funny little monkey with sunglasses or a top hat. And then they brought out the pixel NFTs because everyone wanted to get in on that trend to make themselves money. So the market got completely saturated. But despite that, the way to get into NFTs, the margin of entry, it was still way too high because it was still very expensive at the time to bag yourself an NFT. It'd usually be something you just look at, it costs like 5 times your rent, and you'd be like, that sucks. Why is that worth so much? I don't like NFTs now. I don't like how they're making that much money. I mean, that's exactly what I thought. I just looked at it as a revenue source that I can't tap into, so instantly started hating on it. And also because some of the NFT collections were just so overpriced, but they weren't in that category where they were like millions and millions that would get like the whales invested. It was that kind of mid-tier. That's why around like 4 out of 5 of them actually went unsold. And apparently another thing that's hilarious is like 4 out of 5 of these NFTs that were like never sold, they're still generating energy just to exist. I think it's around 16,243 metric tons of CO2 are released just to keep these things alive that basically no one's going to sell. So the moral of the story is the monkey NFT should actually just be wiped off the face of the earth. I mean, just get rid of monkeys from zoos. Harambe wasn't enough. Harambe. I'm sorry, what came to my mind is H3H3 did a video years ago called Dicks Out for Harambe, and it was just such an awful video. It was like him just using like a bunch of Snapchat filters, and then I think he actually put it on the main channel, or maybe the second channel.
Guys, today we remember Harambe. not just as the great AP was, but also as the I'm his fucking nose. Why am I his fucking nose? He's got a face, dude.
So just to put into comparison how NFTs are le bad for le environment, apparently their yearly emissions are around 2,048 people's homes in America, or the emissions of 3,531 cars, and apparently has the carbon footprint of 4,061 passengers flying from London to Wellington, New Zealand. It's basically 4 tons of CO2 per person. So getting more into the environmental aspect of how NFTs are really bad, I mean, do you care about the environment? Do I care? Nah, not really. I'm gonna play some more Noita. This game is really good. I'll do like a main channel video on it at some point. These guys that are like made of fire, they're really hard though, especially in the first stages, because they can just set you on fire and like just kill you straight away. I don't like if you've got like a jug of water, you can throw it at him. I mean, I'm on fire right now. No, I'm not. Like they have so much health. I've got like a starting one. I could try and like throw a bomb at him. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. All right. So we got some money. I might just quickly kill these guys. Actually, I got a pretty overpowered entry thing. There's a guy with a shotgun there. I don't know why like people have guns in this game, because it's like, isn't it about like magic and runes and shit? I got a wand actually. Hang on. So what's this one do? I don't know. I'm just gonna press it. Oh, that's all right. I mean, it does something. Yeah. All right. So I'm on 1 HP right now. That's not very good. I should probably go back to the. Yeah, no, I'm dead. All right. So the game isn't very good. I give that like a 3 out of 10.